4A. The last time these particular 4 boats will run before the final heat. Inside 20 seconds to the 5. I will give you a countdown from about 5 or 6 seconds. We are 10 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to the start of our Heat 4A. That is the 5-minute mark. That means the boats can come away from the pit area. Corey Peabody is already up and running in the U9, the Beacon Plumbing. So is Bobby King in the U12, the Graham Trucking. Let's go down the boats that are going to run, all 4 of them that are coming in our Heat 4A. It is the U9, the Beacon Plumbing. It is predominantly white. It's got blue lettering on it. It is driven by Corey Peabody. Going to be joined by the Chartreuse and Royal Blue, trimmed in red, Legend Yacht Transport, presented by the Old Cannery Furniture Warehouse, driven by Jamie Nielsen of Gig Harbor, Washington. Going to be joined by the U12, the predominantly black and red, trimmed in silver, the Graham Trucking, driven by Bobby King, and then the white boat trimmed in black and gold. It's the U91. It is the Goodman Real Estate. So we are right now 4 minutes away from the start of our Heat 4A, and Seafair reminds you that for your own safety and the safety of those around you, everyone must be out of the water when the hydros are on the Ted Jones race course. John Walters, you can't go swimming right now, but it is now time to get out of the water, and we are going to enjoy the world's fastest race boats. I've been reading a copy, John Walters, as I've been saying, as Andrew Tate cuts the race course. What did I miss?
Well, Andrew did indeed cut across, and so did Corey. He followed Corey across. I think Bobby was just practicing leading everybody up the back straightaway, which I think he's going to try to do on a more permanent basis as time goes on and he gets some more seat time here. But Jamie's out there pacing around. He's looking for his opportunity to get the inside lane here. He knows he needs the inside lane in order to run with the boys that he's drawn in this heat. Drawn, is that a word?
No, it's not. But you can use it anytime you want. Right. I knew right where you were.
All right. Well, there are no such thing as an easy draw anymore, and these boats are all very competitive. They're all prepared extremely well, and just a great group of guys driving them right now. So Jamie's out there running above 80 miles an hour, trying to pick that inside lane, trying to figure out a way to keep it, as Andrew comes up along the outside, trying to figure out a way to take it away from him. So we've got boats cutting across the infield here as Corey's following everybody into the first turn.
Watch Corey.
Bobby's going to come up from the backside here and hope that he can catch somebody by surprise.
I thought maybe Corey might jump, but he did not. So they're 1, 2, 3, 4 through the lower corner. Jamie Nielsen's going to come off the exit pin right now. We are at 225 to the start. Then it's Andrew Tate coming up behind him, and interestingly, inside of Andrew Tate is Corey Peabody. Watch those two up the backstretch. And now Corey's going to give it a squirt and come up right alongside Andrew and say, oh, by the way, I am here.
Yep.
So you can't move over, and right now I am in front of you. This is some of the cat and mouse and the gamesmanship that gets played during the milling period as these guys jockey for position, reminding our fans that are watching on the shoreline and online on the H1 Unlimited YouTube channel, lanes are not assigned when you come out of the pit area. That's what this milling period is all about. Now, 145 until the start. John, you've been talking about the fact you want to be down here at this lower corner at the apex at about the 1 minute mark. They've got 34 seconds to make that happen.
Yeah, Jamie's in good shape here right now. He's just, on a plane above 80 miles per hour, going to cruise right down there. Corey's in good shape, too. He's a little bit farther behind him. And I think that, these two guys that are following up here, they're watching their watches as well. They've got, spotters that are talking to them. They've got people up there looking at the GPS. They've got a lot of help to be where they need to be at the right place, the right time on this race course. So I like to be right about the apex of the turn when the 1 minute gun goes off. That gives me some options.
And they are just about there. 2 seconds, 1 mark. White flag on the race course. That means we are inside 1 minute. Now, coming off the bottom end of the race course, Jamie Nielsen in the U11. Legend Yacht Transport's going to sit in lane number 1. Corey Peabody behind him. He is going to be in 2. Then it's going to be Andrew Tate and the Goodman Real Estate in 3. On the outside is going to be Bobby King in the U12, the Graham Trucking. Inside 40 seconds. 40 seconds to the start. John, take him up to the top end of the race course.
Well, I like lane 2 right here. That gives you the most options in and out. And Andrew's already proved proven he can drive around guys on the outside. As they start to accelerate up to the floating bridge there, Corey's in good shape, and he's going a little slower because he's got a shorter distance to go. Jamie's still holding down that inside lane as they come around, and Bobby King coming up hard on the outside. So they come off this turn here. They're going to want to be about 12 seconds from the starting line, and they get off to the power right now, and the guys on the radio are telling them, go, 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 it's green. Bobby's on the outside. He's just a little bit ahead. He had to back off just a bit there, and everybody else is pushing really hard. So we may have a gun jumper here. We're going to have to take a look at that, and it's going to be under review, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think Bobby King may have got along across that line a little bit too early. The start is under review, but we'll call them the way they are on the water. And right now, the way they are is Jamie Nielsen is going to come out of that corner first. Nielsen is out first, but there is Tate on the outside. There's Corey in between them. 1, 2, 3. You've got a good boat race up the back chute. And now Andrew Tate, Corey Peabody begin to separate themselves a little bit from third place, and that being Jamie Nielsen in the U11. Top end of the race course. It is Tate on the outside. It is Corey on the inside. Off the exit pin, side by side, gonna come down and put one in the book. Yes, Bobby King in the 12 did jump the gun, but our leaders are legal, and it's Peabody by 2.5 boat lengths on Tate as they cross the line at the completion of lap number 1, but Andrew is not gonna go away. Down to the lower end of the race course on the second of 3 times around. What do we got coming off the corner? Corey Peabody, but Andrew right there with him. Ooh, this is as good as it gets. Here we go again, John Walters, and Andrew Tate is really showing me something on the outside as he's hanging with Corey, John.
Yeah, he absolutely is, and actually Andrew's in control right here. He's got, just a little bit of a lead. When he gets down there, he's going to be able to determine the lane that that Corey's able to run in, because he won't let him drift outside. Now, Corey's got a great lane, and he's inside there, and he's moving out from the buoy line a little bit to give himself some room. But these guys are after each other, and they're going hard, side by side.
Coming down to put 2 in the book with 1 to go. And if you could pick a leader, you're better than I am. Down to the low, and
Whoa.
Tate is really flying the boat. Picked up the right side sponson, but he got it back down in the water before they got to the turn. That's what he's got to do. Corey on the inside. Where is Andrew? Where is he? He's right there with him. He's back about a boat length and a half. See if Andrew Tate can make one last run up the backstretch at Corey Peabody. Peabody, our national high points leader. Andrew Tate, our top qualifier. These are tall, and there goes Andrew. Andrew is pulled up alongside and taking the lead at the top end. Got a boat length. This is going to decide it. Going to try and hold him in tight. He does. Everybody hang on. Here we go. This is for the checkered flag. Corey in 1. Going to be Tater on the outside. And Tater is going to finish in second place, 2 boat lengths behind Corey Peabody. Oh, my goodness. We've got a good race off the top end of the race course between Jamie Nielsen and Bobby King, but Bobby King jumped the start. He will have an extra lap to go. Oh, my gosh, John.
Wow.
It's too much fun.
It is too much fun, and that was really exciting. As they came down this front straightaway, there's very little wind right now on Lake Washington, but what wind there is was right in their face when they were coming down, and you could see that Andrew was flying that boat, trying to get every ounce of speed out of it that he could get, and he got it pretty high several times, scary high, honestly, and I'm glad that he was able to lay it back down, and the boat was running really well on the outside lane there. He had farther to go. It'll be interesting to take a look at the lap times. I wouldn't be at all surprised to find out that Andrew had faster lap times but had more distance.
Wow. I'm glad you were talking. I was catching my breath.
I was about to flag somebody over to give you some CPR here, so I can't do this by myself.
We got to just keep this rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to unlimited hydroplane racing and that didn't get your blood pumping, maybe there's another event going on this weekend that you need to go to, because that's as good as it gets. That absolutely is as good as it gets in H1 Unlimited Racing. I promise the fans good, close, side-by-side, deck-to-deck racing. They're making you and I look really, really smart, John.
They are. And the other thing that they're doing is they're making this look easy. And I want to tell you, from the driver's point of view, from a crew chief's point of view, it absolutely is not easy. What you saw out there is incredible. The fact that those 2 boats could go that hard with each other, that fast, with each other, completely in control, at times maybe on the edge of being completely in control or even in control at all. But that was amazing, absolutely amazing. And these drivers, these boats are so good, they make it look easy, and I promise you it is not.
I really thought coming off the lower end of the race course on lap number 3, all of a sudden there was a couple of boat lengths between Corey and Andrew had dropped back, and I really thought that was probably going to be it. I thought that was going to be the end of it, and Corey would hold on. And by the time they got up to the floating bridge, Andrew had caught him and was a length ahead, and oh my goodness.
Well, these drivers have lights on the dashboard to help them kind of control the boat a little bit and to drive the boat a little bit. As we've mentioned earlier, there are a couple of restrictions that are placed on the boat.